We have had different issues at West Seattle High School. A lot of online things, students feeling comfortable using the N-word. Staff members start to report, hey, I was on the bus or waiting for the bus and I noticed this poster was up, or I saw this kind of graffiti and it's connected to white supremacy. We were hosting a club fair, and so one of our clubs was our BSU, our Black Student Union. It wasn't until after the club fair was over, everybody had cleaned up, and a student was taking a look at the actual sign-up sheet that they noticed that there were a couple names that were not students that we had. And when looked closely, it was mocking names like Obama. What was worse was someone had written the N-word on that paper. And for our students, that was extremely traumatizing. They felt like they were in a good place as a club to represent, to be prideful of what they were doing. To see this kind of hatred just blatantly right in front of them was really difficult for them to swallow.
When the incident was brought to my attention by a student, I felt sick to my stomach. I felt like I'd been kicked in the gut. I was mortified. I was appalled. Unfortunately, though, I was not shocked. To get to the bigger root of the problem, we contacted the Holocaust Center, and I reached out to Alana, and I was like, help! Could you please help us address this incident? And she answered me right away, and we're so grateful for that, because that really opened a beautiful door. The first training I took with the Holocaust Center was confronting incidences of anti-Semitism and hate, and they did the ADL pyramid of hate sort of thing, and that was in really dissecting and getting down to the root and things you can say when you encounter hateful statements.
I didn't know that certain numbers equaled out to certain messages. I didn't know that certain letters stood for certain things.
One thing that was very important that we learned at that training was zero indifference. And that is confronting any incident of hate or murmur or muttering and not acting like it didn't happen and not shoving it under the rug and confronting it in a gentle yet firm way.
What I worry about is this meme culture where everything's been kind of lightened. The opportunities that the Holocaust Center for Humanity provides for teachers is really radically shaped my unit that I teach every year. I think it's important to trust teenagers that they can be mature and they can learn how to show reverence and learn this hard history, because the alternative is social media, Google, YouTube.
I've seen some discrimination, and I haven't always been an upstander, so now I can learn to stand by someone and help them through it and stop bullying or discrimination when it starts.
After reaching out to Alana in the Holocaust Center, I felt hope, and I felt like there was a solution. It was almost like a lifeboat that we could reach out to and start growing to becoming a more anti-racist school.
It's more important than ever for us to lean on what we've built already here at West Seattle High School, and the practices of restorative justice, the knowledge that we've got from the trainings from the Holocaust Center have set us up to be a stronger community, to recognize hate, to point out hate, and to really just say that this is not going to be a place for us to have this happen within our halls.